So it is day 2 of this, well, day 3 actually. Second day in this video of this excruciating process. We put in the front half section of the header and bolted it and made it tight, put on the gaskets, which took like 3 hours, and then realized the other back section of the header won't fit. You're actually supposed to put both at the same time. So I'm unbolting the engine mounts and actually going to be lifting the engine up about an inch or two if I can, to maybe slide it from the top. If not, then I just have to unbolt what we did and do it again basically.
I put the team on my back, I do it all for the family. Everyone think they can rap, nobody ever gon' challenge me. Started my week on a Sunday, they think they can make it in one day. I just been ready to take off, waiting my turn on the runway. Never be turning around, never be turning around, ayy. Never be slowing it down, never be slowing it down, ayy. I keep my foot on the gas, I keep my foot on the gas, ayy. I know I'm never gon' crash, I know I'm never gon' crash, ayy. Never be turning around, never be turning around, ayy. Never be slowing it down, never be slowing it down, ayy. I keep my foot on the gas, I keep my foot on the gas, ayy. I know I'm never gon' crash, I know I'm never gon' crash, ayy. Everyone making excuses, I've been busy making music. They just wanna see me fall off.
So the headers are in. I just have like 4 more bolts to put in, but this one has all 3, this one has 1, this one has 1, so I just have 2 each to put in. The front 3 are already tightened. I didn't end up taking out the front, which I'm so glad about, because that was really bad to put in, because multiple of them had no studs, so putting on the gasket was extremely hard. But this one had all the studs, so it was a lot easier, and it was a lot easier because the coolant thing isn't in the way of you putting on the bolts. So we actually pried it through here, and I unbolted the 2 engine mounts, and I unbolted the trans brace and actually jacked up the engine, as you can see with how high it's sitting. Yeah, the engine sits a lot lower, but I'm just gonna finish bolting those on, tighten all the headers, make sure it's mint, drop the engine down, bolt in the engine mounts, bring a jack over to the rear, jack up the trans, bolt in the trans brace, and then I can work on putting the OEM exhaust to the headers, and then finishing up just this crap, which is just plugging in the O2 sensors, which there's only 3, well there's 2 O2, 1 EGT sensor out of the original 5, and then just putting this bracket which just clips on, and that's really it for the most part. So I should be done in about an hour ish. I give myself an hour, and then we can actually see how it sounds. So they're finally on. I'll just do a quick startup to show you how it sounds now. The video before was just open headers. Pretty loud. People saying that I changed now. Know that I'm never gonna stand still. I'm treating the game like a race now. They really been carefully watching me. They treated me like I was calories, but really they can't get enough of me. They treated me like I'm a salary. They bringing me up in discussion. They wondering how do I do it so casually. I celebrate all of my victories. All of a sudden they all gonna be mad at me. Damn, I don't have time for
for concern. I just go live and I learn. Trust me, I waited my turn. Living my dream in return. This is a given, it's earned. People been listening over the world. I've been making that money while I be asleep. I never ran to the money, but now all the money been too busy running to me. Ayy, I put the team on my back. I do it all for the family. Everyone think they can rap. Nobody ever gon' challenge me. Started my week on the
Do you want like me or him to come with you on film? Because that looks pretty sketch.
Relax.
Famous last words.
So the headers are finally installed after 100 years. I'm probably gonna go out once it's dark to see if we can get like some fire clips, like actual fire, like fire shooting. Oh, my check engine light finally turned on. I knew it was gonna happen. I have to tune it out before, but tonight I'm gonna go out and go and purposely like shoot flames and stuff like that with like Rachel leaning out the window. So it is later now. Like I said, I wanted to wait till the night to see more of the backfire and stuff like that and have my actual girlfriend who's coming to record. But right now I got a check engine light, which I did delete the secondary O2s like I mentioned, so I'm just gonna tune those out really quickly before we go, and then should be good. And there we go, it's fully done. So now I can just close the laptop, disconnect everything, and start the car. It's like a lot more responsive.
Idiots!
That's a nice addition to our day. We just randomly see someone driving in a one-way going the opposite direction. Oh, look, somebody's trying to do it there too, I think. I don't know what they're trying to do, but... Yeah, if anything, cops are gonna pull me over because of this exhaust. So we had some pretty baller Chinese food and drove the car more with its deafening exhaust. I don't know. I don't know how to say that word. It sounds really, really deep and I really like it. Definitely notice a pickup in power around the mid-range where there wouldn't really be power much, but like I don't think it's really a placebo effect. I definitely feel it in like second gear doing pulls and third gear a little bit. Obviously the higher the gear, the less you kind of feel the torque and stuff like that. Another part came today, which is the LED Angel Halo, whatever they're called, eyes, which is the circle LEDs. So probably tomorrow, I'm just going to make a pretty quick video of installing the LED taillights, which I look forward to. I'm so exhausted. And then maybe Monday or Tuesday, something like that, I'll do the Angel Halo things. I do still have to finish up the headers. I think it's missing 2 or 3 header bolts on one of the cylinders, like, or at least combined, not like all cylinders. All cylinders have a minimum of 2 bolts, that's guaranteed. So it's not leaking, I checked, but it can over time. So I have to go to like the BMW dealership and pick up some bolts, or nuts, the hardware. Besides that, I still have to put the cabin thing in that draws the air from the outside into the cabin, because I thought it would be fine, but like all I get right now is just hot air because it's coming from the engine bay and it's horrible. So, you know, AC still works, so I'd like to keep that. But other than that, thanks so much for watching, guys. I was on FaceTime with Waker today, and he was showing me the kid and how like it goes into the side skirt thing. I kind of wish I recorded the conversation, but it was really pixelated, so I don't think you guys would have enjoyed it too much. But he says like basically today, tomorrow, it's basically done and it's like ready for molds. Like it's done. The front end is done and like ready for molds. It's like perfectly sanded and primered and everything. And he checked all the little details and stuff like that. So